Many men want to be seen as alpha males, showing off their strength, power, and dominance. But there is another type of man who can be just as strong, if not more powerful: the Sigma male. Sigma males are intelligent and independent men who use their brains rather than brawn to get ahead in life. These men are often more subtle in their approach and even less understood than alphas, but they possess a dangerous kind of power and influence that should not be underestimated. They are the lone wolves, the quiet warriors who prefer to stay in the shadows, avoiding troubles and drama. They don't seek center stage, but are always ready to step forward and take charge when the situation calls for it. While they may not be as physically intimidating as alpha males, these men can still be incredibly powerful if provoked. So without further ado, here are 10 things that make these men dangerously powerful. 1. They possess dark charisma, an ability to evoke powerful emotions in others without saying a word. Sigma men have this amazing ability to stir up strong feelings in others without saying a word. It's called dark charisma. While most people need to talk a lot to get others to open up, Sigma men can achieve the same reaction with just a few gestures. This makes them super persuasive, and people around them are more eager to listen. Unlike the loud and showy charisma often seen in alpha males, Sigma men have a mysterious and intriguing presence that pulls you in. It's like they understand body language and subtle expressions on a whole other level, leaving a lasting impression on the people they interact with. You can't help but be both curious and cautious around them. While they don't take things personally and avoid trouble, they can be incredibly powerful if provoked. They can make you feel things with just a look, which you'll know for sure something's up. This could be a conversational trick or just an intense moment, but whatever it is, it will strike you like a lightning bolt. Many people find this act really intimidating, as it can be hard to read them and tell what they're thinking. People are curious about what lies beneath the surface. Their silence can be disarming and compelling, making it hard for anyone to ignore them. Sigma men would never use this power to manipulate or take advantage of anyone, only if someone pushes them too far. 2. An almost obsessive determination to put you in your place if you really provoke them. Sigma men possess an extraordinary quality of almost obsessive determination, which comes to the surface when they feel provoked or challenged. They usually maintain a composed and calm demeanor in their everyday interactions, but when pushed to their limits, they unleash an intense drive to defend themselves and put those who provoke them in their place. This determination goes beyond mere stubbornness. It's a well-honed response mechanism that kicks in when their boundaries are tested. Unlike some guys who react impulsively and emotionally to provocation, these men tend to approach the situation with rationality and strategy. Their analytical nature allows them to identify the most effective course of action, often opting for precise and calculated responses. When provoked, Sigma men become more focused and attentive, using their acute observational skills to gather information and assess their opponent's weaknesses. They understand that reacting impulsively can be counterproductive, so they prefer to maintain control over their emotions and actions. This calculated approach allows them to strike back when their adversary least expects it, catching them off guard and gaining the upper hand. 3. An intimidating presence that can make others feel like they are under attack even when peaceful. Sigma men exude a powerful aura that can be quite intimidating to others. But here's the catch. It's not because they're aggressive, but rather due to their self-assured and confident nature. Their quiet confidence, combined with that enigmatic dark charisma, creates an air of authority that might make people feel like they're under attack, even when the Sigma is as peaceful as can be. This aura helps them effortlessly command attention and respect from others. It's like a warning sign saying, "Think twice before messing with them, or you might get more than you bargained for." This imposing presence isn't about showing off dominance in an obvious way. It just comes from their innate ability to project a commanding aura without needing to assert themselves loudly. They have this natural understanding of body language and nonverbal cues, which allows them to convey their authority without saying a word. 4. Using silence to disarm and confuse those who think they can manipulate them. Sigma men use silence as a powerful weapon when dealing with tough situations. When someone tries to manipulate them, they stay calm and collected, not giving any emotional reactions that the manipulator hopes to get. This totally throws them off balance and keeps them guessing what to do next. Instead of getting all emotional or defensive, Sigma men stay quiet and do not reveal their cards. This frustrates the manipulators because they can't figure out if their tricks are working. It also gives Sigmas time to think and determine what the other person is up to. But it's not just about stopping manipulation. This silent act adds to their mysterious charm and that dark charisma they've got going on. People can't help but be curious about how they manage to stay so composed in tough situations, making them even more influential and powerful. 5. Saying things in such a way that they can't be argued with or challenged. Sigma men have a cool way of talking that's totally different from other guys. They have this knack for choosing words that are hard to argue with or challenge. It's like a superpower when they interact with others, confidently expressing their views and persuading people effortlessly. They're masters of communication, and it's all about how they say things. These men are super careful with their words, ensuring they convey their ideas clearly and with conviction. No beating around the bush or sugarcoating stuff. They say it like it is. And when they speak, it's this calm and confident vibe that makes you take notice. They've got this aura of self-assurance that gives extra weight to their words. You can't help but listen to them and take what they say seriously. It's no surprise that people think twice before challenging their opinions. 6. Being incredibly persuasive if they really want to. Even though Sigma males may seem calm and quiet, they can be incredibly persuasive when they truly want something. They know how to craft convincing and logical arguments while also appealing to people's emotions. Their confidence and charisma make it difficult for anyone to refuse them, as people are naturally drawn to take their side. These men never resort to coercion or manipulation when asking for something. They just rely on the power of their words and logic. Their thoughtful consideration of others also plays a role in their persuasiveness. People need to feel valued and respected, so they take time to listen and get to know them before attempting to convince them. This deep understanding of human emotions allows them to tailor their arguments for maximum effect, making it nearly impossible for anyone to say no. If someone provokes them, Sigma men are just as persuasive in defending themselves. They don't get angry or aggressive, but calmly explain their point of view and why it's the right one to take. Their unwavering belief in themselves also helps them stand firm against any opposition. Instead of getting flustered or defensive, they simply use facts and logic to make their case clear and hard to refute. People have little choice but to give in and accept their arguments. This further enhances Sigma's reputation, making them even more influential and respected. 7. Using sudden calmness to intimidate those who expect them to be violent or emotional. One of the most fascinating things about Sigma men is how they stay calm, even when others expect them to react violently or with strong emotions. This unexpected calm can be quite intimidating to those used to seeing aggressive or emotional responses in confrontational situations. When they're provoked or in a situation that could easily escalate, these men stay cool and collected. Instead of reacting aggressively, they respond thoughtfully and carefully. This leaves their opponents unsure about what to do next. Their calm and composed attitude shows strength and control, often stopping others from pushing them further. By staying calm, Sigma males keep the upper hand in conflicts. They can stay focused and assess the situation without letting emotions get in the way. This means they can make logical decisions and react in the best way for them. 8. Having an almost supernatural ability to sense danger before it arrives. Sigma men have this keen sense of vigilance that lets them pick up on tiny cues and changes around them. They can see potential threats coming before they arrive, like they have a sixth sense that tells them when they should be careful. They are naturally alert and always paying attention, so they can spot patterns and shifts that others might miss. They trust their instincts and gut feelings, which help them sense potential dangers. And it's not just about physical stuff. They're also really good at sniffing out emotional or psychological threats. They can feel when someone is being manipulative or has hidden motives, which helps them steer clear of harmful situations. 9. Flexible in their thinking and behavior to outfox those who try to manipulate them. When it comes to intelligence, Sigma men are top-notch. Their ability to think flexibly and adjust to different situations is invaluable when dealing with manipulative people. They know how to outfox those trying to control them, responding with caution and adaptability. When faced with manipulation tactics, they take the time to evaluate the situation and act accordingly. They're also great observers. They can pick up on even the slightest changes in their opponent's approach, always staying one step ahead. On top of that, Sigmas have an impressive sense of self-awareness. It helps them stay grounded and true to their beliefs, making it almost impossible for manipulators to get the better of them. 10. A seemingly endless supply of patience to outlast their opponents in any conflict. One of the key things that makes Sigma men so powerful is their deep well of patience. When it comes to conflicts, they're like champions at a waiting game, able to outlast anyone without breaking a sweat. This rock-solid patience lets them keep their cool, even when things get heated or tough. These men know that patience isn't just about waiting. It's about intelligent waiting. They understand that jumping the gun often leads to quick but poor choices with bad results. So they take their time, keenly watching their rivals and how things are playing out. This careful and patient approach helps them figure out the best action plan and guess what their opponent might do next, giving them a clear upper hand. This patience becomes a powerful weapon, slowly chipping away at their opponent's determination while keeping their own mental and emotional energy intact. Being impatient can be a downfall, leading to hasty choices and possibly playing right into their rivals' hands. By staying calm and patient, they remain in control of the situation and wait for just the right moment to make their move.